Qatar says it can't unilaterally replace Europe's energy needs, and GCC countries forecast to see a 6.1% surge in 2022 GDP growth. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Nadine Hassan. Qatar says it can't unilaterally replace Europe's energy needs in case of shortages without disrupting the supply distribution on a global scale. Qatar says it's ready to support partners around the world in times of need, but Europe's energy security requires a collective effort for many parties. Eurozone inflation accelerated further in January on energy prices, and inflation rose a record of 5.1% in January from 5% in December. Economists had forecast the rate to ease to 4.4%, and on a monthly basis, overall consumer prices gained 0.3% in January. Newly released MUFG research suggests GCC countries will see a 6.1% surge in GDP growth in 2022. The rise will come on the back of higher oil prices, increased oil production, and robust non-oil activity. The Tokyo-based financial group predicts 2022 will be the fastest cyclical expansion for the GCC since 2011. Saudi National Bank saw a 10.7% rise in 2021 profit to $3.4 billion, up from $3 billion in 2020. S&B attributes the higher profits to a rise in operating income, which is still partially offset by higher operating expenses. The bank is 50.4% indirectly owned by the Saudi government. Saudi Arabia's STC Group says it's setting up to a $1 billion wholly owned subsidiary, and it will specialize in data center hosting and focus on enhancing international and regional connectivity. STC will transfer its data centers, submarine cables, and points of presence assets to the new company. Saudi Arabia's largest pharmacy retail chain reportedly plans to generate about $1.3 billion in an IPO within the next few months. The 30% stake in AlNahdi would be floated on the Saudi stock market. The IPO for AlNahdi Medical could be the largest the kingdom has seen since Saudi Aramco went public in 2019. Staying with Saudi Aramco, it's taking a $113 million stake in Norwegian software firm Cognite. Aramco purchased 100% of Norwegian oil firm Aker BP's shares in Cognite, representing a 7.4% stake. The acquisition price values Cognite at around $1.5 billion. Egypt-based logistics startup YallahFilSikkah has raised $7 million in a series of funding round, bringing its total funding to nearly $10 million. YallahFilSikkah delivers 10,000 orders daily, and it says its gross merchandise volume grows 20% each month, while customers' retention is more than 90%. Billionaire Michael Saylor's software company Microstrategy reported a $90 million net loss in the fourth quarter of 2021, compared with a net income of $2.7 million, the same period a year earlier. The data analytics firm says it took digital asset impairment charges of $146.6 million for the fourth quarter of 2021. Microstrategy owns more Bitcoins than any other corporation in the world. Ford reportedly plans to invest as much as $20 billion more towards its shift to electric vehicles over the next 5 to 10 years. It plans to revamp factories around the world to produce the EVs, and Ford has reported already committed $30 billion to electrification. I'm Nadine Hassan. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.